Most patients in India treat their doctors like gods and have an unquestioning trust in them. However, in recent times, there have been cases of medical negligence and/or malpractice due to which the patients have suffered physically, mentally, financially, and emotionally. In 1995, the Supreme Court brought the medical profession under the Consumer Protection Act, and medical treatments were labeled services. As per the Consumer Guidance Society of India, the patients have certain rights as a consumer. To begin with, patients have the right to be told about their illness and to have their medical records explained to them. They should be told about the treatments and medicines that are prescribed to them. They need to be made aware of the risks and side effects, if any. They have the right to ask questions and clarify their doubts. Patients also have the right to know a doctor's qualifications, further have to be handled with consideration and with due regard for their modesty when being physically examined by the doctor. Individuals can also maintain confidentiality regarding their illness and can expect the same from doctors. Patients can go for a second opinion if they're doubtful about the medicines or the treatment suggested. They have the right to know what a suggested operation or surgery is for and the possible risks involved. If he or she is unconscious or unable to make the decision due to other reasons, informed consent needs to be taken from the nearest relatives. Medical records or case papers should be available on request from the doctor or hospital if required. If the adverse situation where a patient needs to be moved to another hospital, he or she has the right to know the reason for it. They also have the right to make their own choice after consultation with the doctor. All patients have the right to get details of the bill they have paid for. We've covered the rights, but what's equally important is patients understand their responsibilities as well. After all, the doctor-patient relationship is a two-way street. The patient should undergo the treatment as prescribed by the doctor and should follow his or her instructions diligently. They need to be punctual for the treatments and the follow-ups. If the doctor has prescribed certain preventative measures in case of infections, the patient should follow the same. All the medical records and prescriptions should be maintained. If the patient wants to go for a second opinion, they can consult with their doctor about the same. Lastly, patients should pay for their treatment as applicable to the doctors and hospitals promptly. For more such information related to your health, log on to health.india.com.